You're watching Chicago's very own WGN News.
A look at the failures by hospitals in Illinois over patient abuse allegations. Chicago Tribune investigation finds that there are hospitals and healthcare systems that have allowed employees to keep working after they were accused of sexually abusing patients.
Back in 2005, a new law in Illinois mandated that hospitals and surgery centers document all sexual abuse and explain how they plan to stop it. But there's still no reporting system in place, and no reports have been published. In one case, gynecologist Fabio Ortega was allowed to keep working for North Shore University Health System, now Endeavor Health, even as police investigated him. At least 30 women are now suing him. Patients say they feel violated and frustrated that it takes several victims to get someone fired.
Representatives of Endeavor Health, the Illinois Bone and Joint Institute, and Jackson Park Hospital would not answer questions from the Tribune about their handling of patients' specific allegations. Endeavor and Illinois Bone and Joint both stressed their commitment to patient safety. Joining us now is attorney Tamara Holder. She is representing several women accusing former North Shore Dr. Fabio Ortega of sexual abuse. Thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Are these corporations criminally liable?
Well, I certainly think so, because at least in the North Shore case, and of course now they've changed their name to Endeavor Health, they have repeatedly refused to listen to women. And that's really what this story is about to me and to so many of our clients. By the way, we represent dozens of women. I started this case back in 2019. I walked one of my clients, actually multiple of our clients, into the police department and made reports. Only one of those women received an indictment, and ultimately Fabio Ortega pleaded guilty to sexually abusing that woman and another woman. But North Shore knew. North Shore received a report in January of 2017 that Ortega was sexually abusing women. And before that, they had heard reports. But of course, they don't listen to women and they don't believe women. So they allowed Fabio Ortega to continue to work without even a chaperone and without even telling their patients that this man is under criminal investigation. Now, what's really important here for all women to know is that Fabio Ortega was a gynecologist. Women listening, they know how much we entrust in our doctors to be alone with them and to see the most private parts of our body and ask us the most intimate questions. But what Fabio Ortega did, and what North Shore allowed him to do, was to take advantage of women by masking his sexual abuses as gynecological care. And so women were left with questions in their minds as to whether or not this was appropriate. And what did North Shore do? They left him silent.
Well, the Illinois law requires reporting of sexual abuse, but according to the Tribune study, there's very few consequences if it's not reported. Is that what you're finding?
Yeah, of course, because, at the end of the day, a doctor has a license. And if you are a barber or you are a doctor or a pharmacist, you're entitled to a process. You can't just take away somebody's license. And so what we have is the Illinois Department of Financial IDFPR, Professional and Financial Regulation, to investigate these cases. You can't just rip away somebody's license. And so it's very hard for them. They get a lot of reports, and the system is certainly not perfect, but it starts with the hospital institutions to listen to women when they complain about doctor abuse.
All right, you can read part 1 of the investigation at chicagotribune.com. You can also find more at tamaraholder.com. Tamara, thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you.